Yo, what is up, fellas? So, for this guide today, I want to show you a different alternative than using like a on team to do the Lilith side, because this fight does have Soul Link, so even if you do bring a single target DPS into the stage, they will do the same amount of damage throughout the whole entire field. But yeah, enough yapping, y'all. Let's go ahead and get straight into this one. So boys, I'll go ahead and show you the rev cards and the mindscapes for this team, starting with our main DPS, Makoto Yuki. So Makoto Yuki, you're going to want the Hope and Ruin set. Here is his mindscape. Next, let's go ahead and talk about our strategists, being the Twins. Twins, I'll be running Departure and Control. I found that Negativity and Power is such a fraudulent set. You're better off just running Departure and Control to cap out on your defense reduction, or even something like Creation Reconciliation. But anyways, here is their mindscape. Next is going to be Yukari. Yukari is going to be running Creation Reconciliation herself. Sorry for weapon isn't R6. I'm just very poor on Gecko coins, y'all. But here is her mindscape. And lastly, let's go ahead and talk about our navigator, Anj. So at Anj, you're going to want the Hope and Labor sets. Here is her mindscape. And for Wonder himself, we have a couple of options when it comes to his daggers. If you can't cap out on defense reduction, I recommend R6 Arc Knife, but with the Yuki team, plus Twins and Departure and Control, you easily can. So you definitely don't need R6 Ex Machina with this team. But if you aren't capped out, run Arc Knife. If you are capped out, you do have two options, R6 Ex Machina, or from what I found, R6 Purgatory is just straight up better. Of course, that is only better if you're capped. As for the Wonder personas, we're going to be running Dionysus, of course, with Revolution and Rebellion to cap out on CR. Zhao Gongen, we're just going to be using his signature, Exercising Flames. And lastly, Dominion is literally just there to apply Cohesion for one turn. And without further ado, boys, let's get straight into the run. Ikaze. Alrighty, boys. So, this fight does have Soul Link, so even if you do target one enemy, the others will take the damage that was inflicted on that single enemy that you did target, which is very convenient, making Yuki very great for this SOS. Twins, we're going to go ahead and S2 there to give Yuki Pierce Rate. Yukari's going to go ahead and S1 here, hopefully proccing the bonus Windswept along with Erosion. Wonder, we're going to go ahead and buff up Yuki's crit rate with Rebellion. Kore de Doda. Yuki himself is going to go ahead and do his skill 1 to apply his stacks. We got 3 Moonphase stacks. And this fight does have a little bit of RNG, as in, if Yuki gets freezed, you do want to reset because it's a 15% damage loss. And you don't want that, where, you know, this mode prioritizes scoring and damage the most. So Anj is here. Let's go ahead and use her skill 1 to apply the party-wide damage amp. And if you are A1 Twins, you will auto-cast S3 here. But if you're A0, you're going to have to press it next turn. So go ahead and Twins S1 here to apply a party-wide attack increase. Yukari is going to go ahead and do her Theurgy, keeping the Erosion uptime and the bonus Windswept. Let's go ahead and use her skill 2. Make sure you do target Yuki, so he's the one getting the attack amp from it. Okay, highlights up. Let's go ahead and use the Strategist Twins highlight, further amping our attack for the party. Wonder is going to go ahead and use Revolution here. Do make sure you target Yuki, so he's the one getting the crit damage amp from Dionysus' passive. Okay, Theurgy's up with Yuki. We're going to go ahead and use the Fire Theurgy. This should give us full moon, and then in conjunction with full stacks, we'll be doing some good damage with his Scarlet Hades here. Big Fireball go Burr, y'all know the drill, man. Probably my favorite single target DPS in this game so far. He's very fun to play. And if you don't feel like running Yukari, you can run something like a Tempest. But keep in mind, if you do that, you're going to be balding a lot, especially since these enemies hit hard. So I recommend like a healing skill like Media or Meteor Run on Dionysus. Anj is here. Let's go ahead and use her skill 3. This is going to go ahead and apply a party-wide Pierce Rate and attack increase. Twin's gonna go ahead and skill 3 here. If you're A0, Seisai no Jikanda. 2 turns of crit damage boost, we take those. Yukari is gonna go ahead and use her Arrow of Life. Make sure you target Yuki, so he gets his Theurgy refilled. The nice thing about Yukari is her Theurgy gauge is super fast, so you can spam her Theurgy so much. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and Zalgongan here. Let's go ahead and Exercising Flames. This is gonna give Yuki a crit damage amp and his own personal damage amp. Yuki himself is gonna go ahead and reapply his stacks. Now we have 3 moon phase stacks, very nice. And yeah, these enemies were notoriously cancerous, and the fact that they took away Mudon, I'm happy, but at the same time they still didn't address the main problem, which was the amount of damage these enemies do in this SOS fight. So go ahead and reapply the party-wide damage amp with Onshir. This turn we are going to highlight, but we're going to wait till Wonder's turn. Here we're going to go ahead and reset the Twins rotation. Go ahead and skill 2. And then Yukari's Theurgy's up. Let's go ahead and use it. This is going to keep Erosion and the Windswept uptime. We're going to go ahead and skill 2 onto Yuki. Make sure you do that again, because he is your main DPS, you know? Don't brick. We're going to go ahead and change to Dionysus here. Let's go ahead and use Dionysus Highlight to further amp up our damage for the party. Let's go ahead and Rebellion here onto Yuki, giving him that crit rate boost. And with Rebellion Revolution, I do cap out on CR, which is very handy. Yuki's Theurgy's up. We're going to go ahead and use Cadenza here, because I do want to time Cadenza with his 2 actions of Scarlet Hades, because more big PP damage, y'all. So go ahead and use his Cadenza here. And then we're going to go ahead and use his Scarlet Hades, since we are full moon. Korenara, big fireball go burr. And then again, if you do get freezed here, I would reset, because 15% damage loss, but in this case I didn't. So let's go, because Jesus Christ, you guys don't know how many resets, retakes I had to do, because Lilith just does not like Yuki and loves freezing him to death. Anj, we're going to go ahead and reapply skill 3, giving the party-wide pierce rate and attack increase. Twins, you're going to go ahead and do skill 2. If you're A1, this will auto-cast S3. And then with Yukari here, we're going to go ahead and Arrow of Life. Again, make sure you do target Yuki, so he's the one getting his Theurgy refilled, so you don't brick the run. Wonder himself, we're going to go ahead and Revolution here. This is going to cap out Makoto Yuki's CR. And with Yuki, we're going to go ahead and skill 1 here. Going to go ahead and reapply his moon phase stacks. Sugoi. And yeah, we're almost home, y'all. Just one more turn, and this fight will be over. And then highlights up, and we're gonna use the Twin Strategist highlight here. But first, let's go ahead and do the funny button. It's time to the Capo Yuki, y'all. And in conjunction, we're going to go ahead and reapply Anja's skill 1. Further amping our party-wide damage. Okay, Twins, we're going to go ahead and wait another turn, and then we'll use their Strategist highlight here. If you're A0, go ahead and press skill 3. Seisai no Jikanda. Going to amp up your crit damage. And then here, let's go ahead and use the Strategist Twins highlight. Further amping our party-wide attack. Yukari is going to go ahead and do her Theurgy, keeping Erosion and Windswept. We're going to go ahead and use her skill 2. Target Yuki, so he's the one getting the attack amp from it. Perusora! And Wonder here, we're not going to do Zalgongan S1 because it's still active since it's a 3-turn duration. So what we're going to do is use Cohesion to give Yuki's next 2 actions a damage amp. So go ahead and target Yuki with Cohesion. And then since we are on the final turn, we will be pressing that funny assist button. Make sure you do Yuki's assist and then target himself so he amps up his damage. Yuki is going to go ahead and use his fire theurgy here. This is going to give us full moon, and then he's going to have full stacks. So you know what that means, y'all. Big PP damage incoming. So go ahead and Scarlet Hades here. Kodenada. Big fireball go brr. Holy damage, man. Anja's back for the final time. Let's go ahead and reapply that party-wide pierce rate and attack increase. And as a wise man once said, do it again. Your final Scarlet Hades, y'all. And there you go. GG's, fellas. Well, there you go, boys. That was this guide for Lilith this season. I'm glad we were able to use Yuki instead of, like, you know, the On team, which is very nice. I appreciate this change. And if you do have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I'll get to you as soon as I possibly can. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe leave a like, subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subs on YouTube, y'all. If you hit that sub button, it will encourage me to make more videos such as these, and it'll make me very happy. And do look forward to future guides, future video essays. And yeah, until the next one, y'all. Deuces.